I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address, and now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay. Hey, everyone. In chat, there's a lot of people in here already, actually. Wait, we lost Deb for a sec.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Never looked better.
And what are you hiding for? There you go. There you go, princess. All right.
And again, I would like to say really quickly to everyone, I apologize. It's my fault that we were late. So I did not mean to waste anyone's time, but I do apologize.
It's important stuff. It's all good, right?
Right.
You know. So hey, everyone. Welcome to the live. It's not going to be a hugely long live tonight because we obviously have 2 lives going on tomorrow. We have our live.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, wait interrupt there, Deb.
Shut up. We're renaming this show.
Wait on Adam?
To the, yeah, I like that even better. I was going to say Adam's always late, but waiting on Adam.
Adam's use of time, a criming shame.
waiting on Princess.
I like it.
and Copper Horse.
Waiting
yes,
on Godot.
So hey everyone, and Copper Horse, yes, you've been baptized. God bless. There you go. There's some new people in the chat as well tonight. I think there was someone up there named Brian on there. Hello, Cheryl, Mrs. JSV, Tommy Baker. So yeah, again, this isn't going to be too long of a live tonight. We say that, but trust me, it's not.
4 hours total. 4 hours.
Not
Mr. JSB 650. Sonny, do you know whose that is in the opening? Is it just a random police
hey guys,
thing?
Yeah, it's just in the van. Wait, with the lady in the van. I want to look it up.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it referring to?
Your opening when the lady says, "I'm afraid to move."
Oh,
I'm afraid to move my van.
No, it's just part of the intro.
Okay, that's what he wanted to know if it was from a case.
Yes, sorry, that is truly from a case. Of the part where the lady is talking to 911, that is from a case. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He wanted to know. Yeah, he wanted to know what it was from. He wanted to look it up if you knew.
Honestly,
I'm sure we can find out and leave it in the comments.
He doesn't know.
I have to remember. Hey,
Right.
Culture, how are you? Let me just say this before we get started. Obviously, most people know the rules here. Be kind, be nice, be hospitable, be friendly. And if you're not, then you get the big toe out of here. Simple as that. We're not into putting up with disrespectful comments. People can talk and debate all they want to in chat. You can have your own point of views. That's perfectly fine. But if you're putting out disparaging remarks, you're just going to get the big toe out of here right away. There's no warnings. I'll just literally remove you from the live, and then you can go make another account and come watch it again. But just be respectful. That's all that we ask in here. Okay. Again, we're just here to, provide information as we come across it and different things like that. But this is a very thoughtful, loving, caring group that does come in here, and we're going to keep it that way. And that's why we like how respectful it always is, besides the odd little bad apple that wants to work their way in here at times. I got
some criticism today from a family member.
Okay.
Very helpful hint that I'm going to share with Deb and you.
Okay.
If we want people to watch our lives, they shouldn't be 8 hours long.
Oh, probably not.
That's probably true.
It's probably
But-
true. We'll take that under advisement.
I said to my family member, I mean, what else do you have to do but watch me on YouTube for 8 hours?
Right? We're getting the best of both worlds, all worlds. So,
Right,
yeah,
and that was a special circumstance because that story had just broke,
correct.
She
Right.
then said,
smack him
sum that
around. Just
episode up?
smack him around.
She
Okay.
said, can you sum that episode up in one sentence?
Yeah, no.
I
She's
said-
gonna
Was
have
this
to
a-
watch all 8 hours.
Was this a sister?
It was a sister. Yes. And so I
Okay,
said,
now we get it.
I said Richard M. Allen, 50, of Delphi, Indiana, was arrested in connection with the murders of Liberty German and Abigail Williams. That is how I can sum the 8-hour live up in one sentence.
I
Well,
feel such a kindred. I feel such a closeness, like I'm a kindred spirit to your sisters. I imagine that they give you as much crap as I do.
You might be a little You might be a little closer to God than they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you know, guys, we're waiting on Lewis as well. Lewis is running a little bit behind. Hello, coaches. How are you? Loving the view. Do you love it? Do you love it? Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Cold Truth, are you going to join us in the morning?
Yeah.
What about this? Do you like it?
I don't.
Batman.
Oh,
Batman.
never would have known that was Sunny.
Nope. I'm in disguise. Can you tell?
Batman or Catwoman?
Don't make me pull out these because I will. Just saying.
That's
No,
my
she-
favorite. I think you look
Oh!
so cute.
See, I was saying, it made me bring my real life props. I'm like,
Hold on. I got that one. There.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I'm
But-
digging it.
but this one's my favorite.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, this is my
Mhm.
favorite because it actually has the moving background. Oh, wait. Hold on.
you've
There's
got
one
30
more.
seconds
Yes.
before someone says, get to Delphi.
Shh. No. Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Adam's shirt.
Hold on.
I
then-
hate that one. I hate that one, Sonny.
This is a big temp. I'm a big tampon. Oh, anyone? Number 2? Anyone? You like it? No. Okay. Anyways,
I didn't realize that's what it was.
I hate that one.
yeah. We'll get to
Hate
Delphi. Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, everyone obviously knows that tomorrow is the press conference, and truthfully, you guys, they've already said don't expect a lot. They're going to put out a name, that they're going to put out a face, and I would assume that perhaps the patties will be.
That I don't
Thank you,
know.
subscriber.
No confirmation on that right now.
Thank you, subscriber.
But anyways, yeah. So
Multi-pleasance.
Yep. Multi. Please. Oh, is that what it is?
Multi-pleasance. Yeah.
Can't even believe. But yeah, they said that that's all that they were going to put out. And I'm assuming that the patties will probably be talking, and I'm probably sure that they'll be grateful that some movement in the case has been going on for the girls, justice for the girls. Well, at least can't digress from here. Yeah,
Right.
we'll digress later, Steve. You know how
Yeah.
it goes here.
Steve,
Yeah.
Steve, don't bet money on that. It can get much worse.
From what I'm hearing, there's no confirmation on anyone as of right now. There's no concrete plans for any family members to be speaking. From what I'm being told, that doesn't mean it won't happen. It just means that as of right now, as far as the itinerary that's been printed up for the press conference, there's not a family person listed on the itinerary. That doesn't mean it won't happen. I do know Doug Carter is back from Europe.
Good deal.
And I believe will be front and center tomorrow morning.
Okay,
Along
so
with
Of
Hope
course.
Lesby and Tony Liggett.
Of
Yeah.
course.
well, obviously, it's been a long time coming for at least one person that's in custody. And again, we listened to a recording last night that a friend of ours had shared, and it said that there was no bond on Richard M. Allen. in the White County Jail. So that was
Right.
when the person had. Do you want me to play that one again, Adam? Or
If you want to.
I'll leave that up to you. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Let me know because subscriber.
Well, that's going off. I will say, I don't know if anyone saw the Wish TV article that came out about an hour ago that said, that confirmed that Richard M. Allen is not cooperating whatsoever
Right.
with authorities.
Right. Just want to say welcome to subscriber CJ the Mechanic.
Yeah. Welcome, CJ.
Well, that's interesting that he's not cooperating.
Right.
That's what I'm showing up here on the screen. It says the suspect in the 2017 murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German is not cooperating with authorities, a source tells News 8. And then it says Richard Allen, 50, has been arrested and is in custody in connection with the Delphi murder, according to online jail records. So again, tomorrow we know that at 10 a.m., I accidentally said 10 p.m. in my 1-minute video earlier, but I meant to say 10 a.m. obviously. Sorry. Oh, there's Digger. Hey, Digger. How are you, dude? Sweet. Everyone knows that I've used Digger's video a lot for from the ISP website because he did up a really nice, kind of like reading glasses. You have your readers, your computer, and your distance vision.
Thank you so much, everyone. There's 443 people in chat right now.
Yeah, so let's. Yeah,
thank you, Jeanette Lamb.
Welcome, Jeanette.
Very humbling.
Thank you. Just again, you guys, just respect for everyone in here. That's all we ask of you. You can have your own thoughts, own opinions, do all that. Just be kind and nice. Be disruptive, and in a sense, say things that are, ignorant or rude or whatever. Please know that you won't get a warning. You'll just get booted out of here and blocked.
Does that go for Deb and I as well?
That goes for you and Deb as well. Actually, that rule always. I never follow through on that rule, however. But yeah, so we'll get.
Sonny, are you a betting woman, Sonny?
You might as well just bump me out now.
I'm a betting woman.
There's someone named Todd that it says, "I will bet you $1. I can spell better than you." Wink.
You know what, Todd? That's probably one area that you could probably get that dollar back from me. Oh, there's Louis. There we go. We'll add Louis to the stream. 1 sec, Louis. Here, I'll put you up here for the moment. Boom, boom.
Okay. How are
Hi
you?
there. Good. Let's just quickly answer this question here, or not that question. That's Streamlabs. Do you guys have the picture of him where you can see his sneakers? They are black with white shoelaces. I think that's what he wore on the bridge. Well, I took those pictures out. If anything, I would think that they were brown, to be honest with you. Everything shows that. Yeah.
They were brown.
Maybe later, if we have time, 12 cut, we'll bring up some of those pictures again. Because I took them out of my, whatchamacallit, the program that's in front of you right now. I took them all out. But yeah, tomorrow will come soon enough, guys. But just don't be disappointed, okay? Always put an expectation of 0. And then whatever you get above that is a bonus. So I'm not counting my chickens before they're hatched, as I keep saying, because I'm just waiting for what comes out and what we'll hear myself. And yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, somebody in jail for the murders of Abby and Libby, regardless, one person or multiple, I'm sure it will be multiple at some point, or more people to come. But at the end of the day, it's justice for Abby and Libby. That's what matters most to us. It doesn't matter. And if it only is ever deemed that it's just the one person involved or whatever, then so be it. It means we were all wrong. So
I am going to put that as my dating profile, header, though. Come with 0 expectations and hope for more.
Yes, I always have that rule. Come with 0 expectations. If you get more, even out of a person and stuff like that, you just put 0. That way you're not disappointed.
Yeah.
So I expect not to be disappointed by what I hear tomorrow. I just expect that any little bit that I do hear is something. It's better than nothing. but hopefully they answer it enough that they don't leave, as Alex and I were talking about earlier, that they don't leave an open-ended. Hopefully they give a little bit of answers, because it would be very unfair to the family of Richard and Allen that people continue, and hopefully people are respectful enough that they don't go to their Facebooks and start attacking them. That's so wrong on so many levels, and justice will take its course the way it's meant to. But for people to go to the Facebooks of the family members and start attacking is absolutely just wrong, because you would not want that done to your family if you were in the same position. These families are already underneath probably a lot of shock and dismay with everything that's going on to them. So we just ask for prayers for Abby and Libby's family, and again, kindness and prayers with everything going on, to be honest with you, because somebody's in jail finally for the murders. And you guys don't find it ironic a little bit that Karina's case has someone in jail, and then all of a sudden in the same year, a few months later, this is happening. It's a blessing, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Sorry. Did you guys want to say something there quickly? Go ahead.
Deb. Yeah, I agree with you. It is a blessing. I'm really excited and can't wait to hear what they have to say. I've heard mixed things. I've heard that the wife is standing by her husband. I've heard that she actually tipped him in. I'm not quite sure. I've heard they were separated. I heard they were together. I can't wait for all of it to unfold and to figure out what really happened.
Right. Correct.
Adam?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I would agree with that. I said I have very low expectations for tomorrow. Tom, is that you? I do feel like
thank you, Lisa.
I'm holding out hope that we're given a little bit more than we expected tomorrow, but I expect nothing. So
you won't be disappointed.
I do feel I will not be disappointed, but I do feel like after 5.5 years and with what's happening, I know there are a lot of things they can't say and a lot of things they shouldn't say, but I do feel like if they walk out, they give the name and they give the vaguest of details and say this man was arrested and don't give any indication as for what connection, I think that it would be a PR nightmare for ISP. And I think that they should have at least learned that lesson over the last 5.5 years that, well, clearly they know how to word things in a way that will put off the message they want while not divulging information they don't want. And the fact that Doug Carter will be there, I'm assuming he'll be the one giving a message. I don't think he'll be the first. I think someone will come up and speak before him, but I do think that Doug Carter will speak. So I'm hoping that we get a little inclination as far as at least what led them to the suspect. I don't think there'll be any details specifically, but I do think they'll give us something as far as what took them in this direction.
I did see
confidence.
Yeah, I did see on Reddit, I believe it was, that his wife had found something on the computer that alarmed her, and that she tipped him in. So that's a possibility. I want to answer this real quick, and then I'll go back to that. Starla Starbright wanted to know why they dug up his cat in the backyard. We don't know for sure, but what we're assuming is we do know that they were saying there was some kind of animal hair at the crime scene. We're assuming that they dug up the cat because they wanted to test and see if that hair matched the cat that belonged to Richard and Allen.
Okay.
And I believe the cat may have just been dug up from
it could have just accidentally been dug up.
Well,
right. It could have been.
Lewis, let me ask you, what did you hear on that? Because I know we were talking about that.
I heard that they did dig up the cat, and it was for the same reason, to compare hair. But I thought that was a very strange thing to do 2 weeks ago. I don't think that was something that I would have done, because I think that would have tipped them off. And it's kind of surprising that they left all their information up online up until yesterday.
Yeah.
I think if that had happened 2 weeks ago, and they would have had to have given them a warrant, and they would have known what they were doing, that everybody would have gone dark. But that didn't happen. I'm kind of surprised. So that leads to the fact that maybe the wife did know what was going on. Maybe they instructed her not to make any changes. Otherwise, if you were the wife, wouldn't you have gone in there and immediately made everything dark and unacceptable? You know, it just was real odd that happened, and we just found out about it without anything else happening.
So Lewis, are you saying that you don't buy the guise of the search warrant being over a more minuscule crime that they were investigating, that would require them to look for evidence that would entail them digging up the backyard and by accident finding the animal?
I think that leads more towards the rumor that it was because of something that was stolen, which that went around immediately, that's why they had searched the property, because he had supposedly stole something. And if his wife was to have tipped him in, they would need some sort of a cover story as to why they were there. So it's possible they served her with the warrant saying why they were there really, and then told her to keep everything quiet because they did not want to tip him off. I mean, I could see that being a way of protecting what was going on with the situation. So
but are they allowed?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so I've seen people post all different things, and it doesn't tie all those pieces together. So I think the thing that does is, if she was responsible or in any way had some play in contacting the police, this would be a good cover story to protect her from him having to live in the house for 2 weeks.
If are they allowed to lie on a warrant? I don't think so.
I wouldn't say that. That's why I said maybe they served her the warrant to search the property, and then told her, this is what you tell him, this is what we're doing. You know, a neighbor reported something stolen, we had to search the yard, and that's why there really wasn't anything that was done, because they specifically went in to dig up one thing. Maybe they contacted her, she contacted them, and they said, well, did you have a pet? And she said, yeah. And if you looked on Facebook, she did have a cat a couple of years ago, and she says, well, the cat died, and then that was the reason to get a warrant.
Died 3 months ago.
Yeah.
5 months after the murders, I thought.
Okay. Oh, I thought they said the cat just died 3 months ago.
Oh, you may be right, Deb. I also believe that they could have worded. I mean, by the Ron Logan search warrant, we know that you can be very playful in the way that you word things in order to get the result you want. There didn't even have to be a burglary in the neighborhood or something that they were looking for, but they could have worded the fact that they were looking for stolen things in a way that also allowed them to facilitate they wanted and to accumulate the evidence that they were able to take, because we know there were boxes and boxes taken out, including electronic devices, potentially firearms, and those things could have all been indicated in a search warrant.
I don't think a judge would sign off on a warrant that didn't list things accurately. You can be vague, but the crime has to match the crime. And I don't think that a judge would sign off if they had no reason to go in there for a fictitious theft or craftily worded theft. But I could see them telling the wife, if she was partially responsible for them coming in there, or if they contacted her before they went in, not to let him know what was going on because she's on the house too. They could have just served her with the warrant.
Right.
Yeah. Rob Lee just said the actual warrant would have had to indicate what they were looking for and why.
Yeah.
And a warrant for stolen property wouldn't make the cat eligible for collection.
Yeah.
No. But never mind.
So that was just my thoughts when I saw the different pieces put together, that maybe this was an angle that was put together to word it that way nothing was leaked and she wasn't put in danger if she had anything to do with it.
I don't believe that the wife tipped him off. but that's my personal.
I don't either, but it's the only thing that I think that fits why they would go in there 2 weeks ago and nobody had any clue why they went in there. If that was the case, everybody would have seen the warrant. They would have known it was a reference to. And I think that this lady would have turned tail and ran or hid or done something other than just live life normally for 2 weeks with him in the house.
Were they still together? Because there's also rumors that they were no longer together.
The only thing that I've seen more than one person say is that she was taken away from the house when they went in to serve the warrant. So I don't know if she was normally there, but she was supposed to be present when the warrant was served, and they went in and did what they did. So
I wasn't told she was taken
they
away.
couldn't have.
So I was told that she did leave at one point and came back with a friend.
Because then, right, Adam, because then if she was taken away when they served the warrant, they couldn't have served the warrant to her.
Yeah, I don't mean the police took her. I mean, she was taken away from the scene after the warrant was served while they did the search. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I didn't know if Brendan picked her up or something, but she was taken away from the house while they did what they were doing. And I think if this was a surprise, situation, that something between then and Friday would have come out and people would have heard more than just what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Let's start off. Thank you guys, by the way. I'm just watching chat here and answering a couple messages behind the scenes. But Lewis.
Yes.
Mostly why we're here tonight, of course, is because of the fact of that there was a lot going on in 2020 that I personally was unaware of, to be honest with you, about a Richard person being named in the area of Delphi. That somebody put out. So do you want to give a gist on that to the people watching, if you could?
Sure. Well, I mean, there was a couple of different things that came up, but the biggest one that you really can't fight the changes on is on Wikipedia. I know people say Wikipedia is not always accurate because anyone can make changes, but the nice thing is they record all the changes. And if this was an accident, like people say, there wouldn't be 3 specific changes, there would be 1 or 2. Back in 2020, I believe it was on March 7th, somebody went in under the suspect's picture when they released the new sketch, and they changed suspect to the word Richard. They then went back in and changed Richard back to suspect, and then they went to a different section under that same WikiLeaks, and they changed that suspect to Richard. So they made some changes, and people want to come up with speculations. It was an autocorrect this or it was that, but that's not how things work on Wiki. You go in there and you're changing a name under a picture. That's not an instant mistake. And why would you change subject to Richard? It doesn't make any sense why somebody would do that. So that was just something that popped up a couple of years ago, and it's gone around on different threads back then. I never heard of it until I started looking yesterday, but it looks like they did make a few threads and a big deal over it back then.
Oh, who's dinging?
Don't know.
Oh, sorry. I think that was
me.
Let me turn that on.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. I have a friend sending me messages. I'm sorry.
Just quickly, actually, I'm just going to do this. You guys, when I drop the bio link, that means it's a bio link. If you want to follow me or Adam on Twitter, we're on there. You can follow the Facebook page. It's a Crime and Shame. You can follow me on Instagram. Also, the merch site's on there, whichever. Anyway, the bio link has all the different links. So if you do want to follow, feel free. Okay, guys. And thank you to all the subscribers that are subscribing right now. Again, I know everyone's kind of really waiting for tomorrow to come. Tomorrow ourselves, we will have Jason Slagle on. We will have Alexa. So Jason Slagle is a retired police officer. He'll be on. Alexa is a former profiler and handwriting expert. She'll be on. And then we'll have some other special guests. I think, I know that Sleuth has a ton of people going on his channel as well.
I'll be on there.
Yeah, me, Deb, and Adam will be on, and whatever other guests decide to come on, because there's some other ones as well. Like Captain Howdy. If he can make it, he'll make it for a little bit. CD, I believe, as well. And anyways, it's just going to be a very, very interesting morning. But we're only going to be live for a few hours because tomorrow night is our Halloween. Libby's favorite holiday was Halloween. We'll be having our Halloween live as well. So we'll actually be doing.
Right. We will, and we'll take things as they come tomorrow. If
And Sonny, I sent that.
we're given some, if we're given some
Sorry.
surprises, then we'll take us where the day goes up. We'll take it where the day takes us.
All right.
I can't hear you over the music. Sorry, Adam. What did you just say? My apologies.
Nothing important.
Nothing important. I'm sure it was important.
There's something about me loving you and thinking you look gorgeous tonight.
That's what I thought you said, Adam. Thanks. Ask-kissing goes far around here. People just kidding. But anyways, so yeah, tomorrow's going to be a wild ride. Like I said, we'll be live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we'll be recording or going live from the actual conference as well. We should have a couple people that will be being there or that will be there. And again, we'll take it for what it's worth and see how it goes. And tomorrow night's the Halloween party live as well. So if anyone wants to join us for that, obviously, again, Libby's favorite holiday. And that one's going to be more chill, just relaxing and having fun and playing some games together. And yeah, and just seeing what tomorrow brings. We're a YOLO channel, okay? We just go with the flow. Just be respectful. That's all we ask. And other than that, go ahead, Louis. Go back to what you were talking about.
Okay, I sent you. I didn't send earlier because I thought I did and I forgot. And I can't take credit for this compilation. I found it online. But that's the one. And that just shows some of those changes, and you can see the dates on them. It's not like somebody's just saying this out of the blue. We don't know who Richard is back then, but it's just kind of coincidental that name popped up there. It also popped up on a thread, and I sent you those pictures too.
Yeah, which one do you want me to pop up next?
Nothing yet. Keep that one up. The other ones.
Okay.
The gentleman that put the other ones up, he was pushed hard for a name back then, and then he finally gave a last name, but it didn't match up with anybody, and it didn't make sense, and he sort of left it to that. So I don't know how accurate that stuff is, or if he just threw a last name out to please everybody and it wasn't correct. But the changes that took place on Wikipedia, those are documented here. And that's something.
What dates are those?
I
can't see the screen.
Sorry, let me move it again.
Yeah, no.
And are the dates reflective? Are they
March 7th,
March
2020?
So those are the dates of that Wikipedia was that it was added on Wikipedia, or
it was changed. Somebody went in. All right, on Wikipedia how when they list the info and then you'll have a picture of whatever they're referring to on the right, and there's captions below that. Somebody actually went into the Wikipedia document and changed the name under the caption of the newer sketch, the younger sketch, from Suspect to Richard. And then they went back in and changed it back to Suspect later on.
Okay. So how do we know the March 2020 date? Like it was
that document that's up on the screen is through Wikipedia, and that's how you can go in and document when changes are made. It actually shows all the document changes when you look it up. And then I also sent a link, but I don't think it worked earlier, of the link to Wikipedia at that date. It's like the way back time machine. You can actually do different things on Wikipedia by using dates. And you can pull that up with that date where it actually shows under the picture. And then you pull it up in a current browser and it actually shows Suspect now.
Yeah, that was my question as far as if it was the way back machine that was used to find that.
But if you go on Wikipedia right now, you can find this just by going in there and you hit the three dots and you search Richard in the document and it pulls this up. So you can actually search in a Wikipedia document for things that had been changed.
Right. And then I'm sure you also saw the 4chan stuff.
Yeah, I sent that stuff to Sonny too, but I didn't want to get too heavy in there because like I said, the gentleman that had put that stuff up, they pushed him hard for a last name for a while, and then he finally gave up a last name, but I don't think he was giving up the name that he had just because it took so long, and then he put it out there for everyone to see. But that was what got me looking, and that's when I found this other thing from Wikipedia.
Right. So, I think equally both can be taken with,
Yeah, grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
It's an interesting coincidence. I'll give it more than a grain of salt. I'll give it the fact that it's an interesting coincidence.
If it said Ricky instead of Richard, I would kind of be, oh, wow, it is somebody that knows him because that seems to be the name he went by most often. But if it was somebody that just happened to know him from working at where he worked or had heard rumors or something, I could see them using Richard.
Right.
I'll tell you, I will tell you, there's another person that was named Richard that's mentally handicapped that walked the trails on the bridge, and a lot of people brought him up, but it was not the case. So that also could be where this name is coming from.
Right. We just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
A grain of
I
salt.
mean, what do we have? I mean, look at the name. I mean, Richard is a pretty common name, right? Just like Alex, pretty common name. I mean, Richard's my middle name, which naturally I've been calling Richard. I've been calling Richard Dick Allen, or you know, little Dickie Allen. But you know.
Yeah. So okay, so I know we're going to get into this too, because I know a lot of people have been looking for a connection, because I'm not going to lie, like I think most of us out there are kind of a little bit thrown off by
Thank you, subscriber.
Thank you, subscriber.
Not
Thank
even
you for all the
here.
subscribers.
Thank you for
Not even here.
subscribing.
Yeah. Correct.
See, another thing that came to my mind was, you know, you had people inside the investigation that felt things maybe should be given to the public more than they were. And then this came out after the sketch. If we find out that they were looking at him from when the sketch change took place, then that would put a lot more faith into this actually maybe being a real leak.
So which one do you want me to show next? Well, which one do you want me to pull up?
Let me open mine and see which one you've got up there, because I'm on a small screen here. So
yeah. Hey, Support with Stefan. Just a reminder to everyone, if you guys could like this video, that would be great. Again, we're just here to share information with you guys. But if you could like and share, that's great. Just it really always becomes about awareness to the missing and the murdered. And that's what this channel is about. I mean, the Delphi case has been obviously the baby, and the Suzanne Morphew case of this channel. But it's really about giving voices to people who want to have a voice for the missing and the murdered as well, and just bringing awareness. And that's really, so I thank everyone that's in here, because it's kind of one of the most kindest acts that people can do is thanks, Urban. Thank you, Urban Forger. But it's one of the most kindest acts that people can do in the world is to just be a little kinder, caring, and nicer. And when people, to me, are in the true crime community, I would like to think it's because you guys care a lot, love a lot, and have compassion for families, because maybe a tragedy has happened to you or a loved one, and that brings it even a little bit closer to home. I know Fig has talked about that as well with his family, relation of his and stuff like that. But whatever your reason is for being here, we just want to personally say thank you for being compassionate, kind, loving, and caring. So yeah, go ahead, Lewis.
The next picture you have up here, that's the actual screenshot of the Wikipedia article we're referring to, the way it looked in 2020. So if you go back and you look at the earlier version of it when the change was made, you'll see below the picture where it says updated sketch of Richard instead of updated sketch of suspect.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, well, the other one you had up too, did I sent you the one that was close up so they could see Richard better, and then there's the one with the article. Yeah, so there you could see that. And then the other one actually shows it in context in the Wikipedia article.
Correct. And I'm going to drop that link because I have it open here as well.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I thought I sent it to you, but I wasn't sure if I did.
Yeah, I do have it. So I'm going to drop that. If anyone does want to go check it out for themselves, you can, of course. And so there, I just dropped it into the chat there as well. Okay, guys. And so, okay, so which I let's see, there was this one here, which was just showing the same date.
Yes.
And then do you want me to go to which one? This one next or this one? Which one? Or this one?
The one you got there, that one that says Lauren's post.
This one? Okay.
You'll notice that one. That's the one that we'd mentioned earlier that was going around that was more well known, where the person gave a different last name later on. But you'll notice in there too, it refers to the posting where they named him Richard. If you go to the small green one that I sent you.
This one?
Yeah, where it says, I believe the origin of Richard meme came from a couple weeks ago. that shows the dates when that came out up on top, and that was March of 2020, and it was February of 2020 when the actual came out and did the posting naming him Richard. It says there they backtracked real hard, claimed it was an autocorrect mistake, gave a different excuses here and there, and then finally gave a last name later on. And after being so difficult about it being a mistake and then giving a last name, I would more believe that they gave a fake last name as opposed to who they originally were naming, if the name was not a mistake like it says in here. But like I said, to go online and actually post that, I can't see the autocorrect mistake going to the name Richard unless it was a name that the person typed quite often. And the person claimed to be a local that did that. So once again, it goes back to hearsay. Who knows? That one doesn't have as much validity as the Wikipedia one does, but within 2-month period, 2 different publications had the same Richard put in. They couldn't have both been autocorrect mistakes. And the Wikipedia one we know could not be a mistake at all because that's more of a complicated change. So I said very odd that that name got put in there within the same time frame as the 4chan thread.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So we had this one. So
Yes.
let's just see what this says. It says what
Sure.
you all fail to interpret about small town civics is the manner in which fall into each other in a public square. One cannot find happiness or fortitude with a simple game and keep their daughters safe from such predators. This man will get away with everything. I didn't want to come out and say it, but I lived in Delphi for years, and without doubt, Richard is not well known in the town. I have been monitoring the thread. City dwellers do not understand how such a place works or local police kinship without community dealings unto it in self. I guess that must be itself. I don't know. In self and more. Please do not ask me why the simple man rules outward. And then it went to this one. Oh, that's the same one, actually. That's the same one.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go out and come back in. I'm having Bluetooth problems. Hang on.
Sure.
And then that was followed up by that green one.
Okay,
So
and then that was followed up by that
poster.
green one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what do we got here on this one? Okay, so this is the one where it's saying on March 7th, 2020, a Wikipedia user edited the word suspect to Richard on Wikipedia and then immediately changed it back to suspect the same minute the user had initially changed it to Richard. Okay, but I dropped you guys the Wikipedia.
Now,
Go ahead.
If you can switch to the one that says Lauren's post with the red circle.
With the red
where somebody made a red circle. No, it's a small circle where they circled latest revision.
Oh.
It was the one I sent right before the green anonymous one.
Okay, let me go see if I.
It shows the legs on the bridge cut off below it.
Okay, well, let me just see if I missed it here.
Okay. It's better.
And like I said, once again, these are posts people made that I found. I don't take any credit for this. Just the fact that
that one.
We can throw it out there.
Okay, I see which one you're talking about. That is that one there. So let me just go back into my program. And it was right here.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one. If you notice there, they circle where it says latest revision next to its previous revision. And then down below it, it goes into where it shows Richard, anonymous, and then the different changes. But that little box up there is what you would see on Wikipedia if you're looking at the different changes and revisions.
Yeah.
So that way people can see this isn't something that somebody just said and threw up a screenshot. This is something that somebody else actually took the time to look into back then. And they felt it was worth digging into the dates and look at when the changes were made. And I just thought that's something that should be out there for more people to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Digger. I love the fact that Digger's in here. He's got a special place in my heart because that was the first. That was okay. So up until I was always using Diggers, and then after a while, I just was like, okay, well, hey, if people want me to use my own, even though Digger knows that he got it right off the thing, okay, I'll make my own. But whatever. Digger and as well. Hold on a second, actually. So I always get Digger's name wrong, but now that he's in here, I can get it right. Because I'm always like X Digger X8 something or another. Digger. There we go. And there you are, right there, dude. So again, if anyone does, whoops, hold on a second. Whoops. So if anyone does know me, I mostly do. I'll stalk pretty much anyone's Facebook if it's out there, or Instagram or whatever. I search for connections, or I look at pictures, and I've taken the video. And Digger had one. He has one where you're looking at from the BG from farther than mid range, then closer. And so I will take my iPhone and I will burst shot it down. I probably have taken over about 1,000 pictures total. I work hard, and everyone that knows me knows that everything is done with the most truest intent of trying to provide information out there. That's all we try to do on the channel here, is try to give you as much factual information as we can, but also trying to theorize, listen to people's theories, our own theories about why this happened to Abby and Libby and who was all involved. I am going to drop Digger's. Whoops, that's not it. Sorry, there was another one.
Thank you. That's so overwhelming. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 823 in chat right now. If everyone,
right.
if you like, me, just ignore everyone else. But if you like me, just put a thumbs up in the chat. And if you like the chicken orange, I forget her name, you can also put a thumbs up. And if you like that, then there's a new guest at the bottom of the screen named Sunny Injustice. And
Sunny.
If you'd like to see her join us again, put a 1 in the chat. If you aren't feeling it, put a 2 in the chat. But either way, we'd love a thumbs up. And then Lewis up at the top. I mean, clearly everyone loved Lewis. So
yeah,
thank you,
Kevin.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a few of us that are definitely a tight group community because we see each other's passion and desire to bring justice for the missing and the murdered. I'm going to drop True Crime Web Steve's email, or sorry, his channel as well. Yes. I just dropped Digger's. Thank you, Digger, always for me letting me use that video. Now that you let me, but I just found it and I was like, it became my baby for a long time, to be honest with you. True Crime Web, Steve.
It's a small channel. It's a very small channel. It's a very small channel. Most people aren't familiar with it.
Retired police officer, just
more of the boomer crowd.
Yeah. But, usually him and Deb can be found drinking and partying, and he does own contracts.
They do their late night shows around 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's the XXX show. That Digger, it's like Digger, but this is like Deb and Steve XXX rated show. That one that we try to say for a special note. Yeah, exactly. Thumbs up to that, right? But anyways, no, to be serious, which we're really not sometimes around here when we have to be lighthearted with all this heavy stuff as well. But True Crime Web Steve, what can I say? Just him and his wife, amazing people. Just like CD, and how do you say it? Analysis of a crime is with CD, Sleuth Intuition, Marvin Frank, what other, if I'm missing anybody else channel, that would normally be
support with Steffa.
Support with Steffa. So you guys, what we're trying to say there is that these are really great, kind-hearted people. If you do, go ahead.
Cold Truth, Kristen behind the crime door.
Yeah, Chaotic Beauty.
Chaotic Beauty.
Another startup channel, Gray Hughes. That it's important to recognize our good friends over at True Crime Investigates.
Well, we were gonna have Oprah on, but we were like, Oprah, not tonight. We're super busy tonight. We're just gonna have to postpone you. Call us back another day. Pretty much is what happened. Something similar to that anyway. But no, you guys, again, great hearts, compassion for the missing and the murdered. Again, so just to give some shout outs there, because anyone that's a moderator can drop their own link here. We are not about who wins what, gets what, whatever. It's just about helping the missing and the murdered. So thank you guys again for being here and helping, being part of a community that cares about people and loves to help others. There's nothing more beautiful than that. What can I say, to be honest? Yeah. So anyways,
let's continue on.
Louie.
Well, first I want to say I heard a rumor that you had a special guest on yesterday, and you had to pay for his contributions, but he was, wearing orange, and it was probably very expensive to get his little guest shot there. But yeah, I heard that you had a guest star on yesterday.
That would have been was that, oh my god, was that yesterday? Wait, no, that was Friday.
That was Friday.
2 days
Was it Friday?
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
It was, and that was not something I took from anyone else's channel. That was sent directly to me.
Yeah.
So I was happy to be able to share with everyone because I felt like, everyone needed a nice purge after the lunch hour.
Oh, you're talking about Greeno?
Yeah.
Was that his name? I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Sunny. Sunny. Keep it Southern style.
Keep it Southern style, folks. Keep it Southern style.
One last picture. If you could throw the one up that says user contributions and it's got the Wikipedia globe to the left.
No, okay, that's not it. It's the what? The which?
Here it is.
Show me.
That's the
Right
one there.
Oh, okay.
I think. I wanted you to show that one because if you look here, now everyone knows you can actually, spoof an IP address. So it doesn't do us anything for finding out who did this, but it does log all the IP addresses for people that contribute on Wikipedia. So you can see that same IP address made those changes and the dates they were made.
Yeah.
So once again, more confirmation that it came from the same person that did the two changes. And that's one thing that you can look up on the Wikipedia site also. It's real nice that they document everything on there. It's just there's no way to prove who the IP belongs to. But other than that, you can actually track the fact that the same person using that IP that day made the changes.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone that wants to go digging deeper and diving into it, that's the information they need when they log on to Wikipedia to do some searching. And then if they find something more incriminating and they want to share it, if they find something that proves it's somebody else, then they can share that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I dropped the link for the wiki. And again, True Crime Web. His channel is obviously on the screen here, but it's in the chat. And same with Diggers, wherever I put that one. I think right here. There we go. And then I'm just going to drop that wiki again for anyone that hasn't seen it. Where is it? Hey, I only got 10 tabs open tonight, so I feel like I'm doing good, to be honest with you. Like usually, guys, I'm so pathetic. I usually have like 20 tabs at least open at the same time. Kind of cool like that, I suppose, or crazy. One of the two. Call me crazy. Some people do. Call Voorhees to figure it out. I was talking to Alex today, Rez. Alex will be on our live, not tomorrow morning, but he'll be on our Halloween one. Alex, let me put it this way. Alex is more of a behind the scenes type of person. He's had opportunities where I've asked him, hey, like even tonight, I was like, hey, Alex, do you want to come on tonight? But honestly, he does a lot of stuff on the down low and not out into the public so much. Like he does things more behind the scenes. So I talk to him all the time. And again, we appreciate anyone that ever emails us. Oh, which I'm sorry, you guys, I really don't have our banner going at the bottom. Thank you. I should be doing that. So if anyone does have any information that they do want to share, of course, you can always reach out to us at acrimeandshame@gmail.com. Okay, so that will scroll across the bottom as well. So if there's anybody that ever wants to reach out that has a story that they want to tell, it doesn't matter. You can reach us at that email there. Okay, again, it's bringing a voice to the voiceless, or somebody has a story that they do feel like they want to share, or if they have information that they do want to share with us. Just know that we take pride in the anonymity. If somebody wants that they don't want to be talked about or their name to be said and stuff like that, we take that very serious around here. And that's why a lot of people respect us, because they know that that we hold that trust, to you and in us in very high regard. So Just know that, okay, guys? We will always work that way. We'll always be what I call pure hearts. Pure hearts are people that do things from the bottom of their heart because they just enjoy helping others, and in turn, you get respect. You don't get respect if you can't keep your word. Simple as that. So, okay. Anything else you wanted to add to that, Louis?
No, that's it. Unless you found something else that I didn't send you.
Well, you sent this here, and it says also RA's last name at birth was not Allen. RA's mother remarried when he was a young child, and the name Allen comes from the stepfather. Edit. I guess it's okay because I'm not revealing information about anyone except RA himself. His last name was Gorham at birth. Okay, so that's something that you sent. So I guess
I stumbled across that before I left my building, and I sent it to you because I thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah, I didn't have any time to look into that last name or if there's any truth to it, but it seems pretty specific to just come out of the blue with a name like that. And so I thought you might be interested in looking at that, and I'm sure somebody will run that down to prove it or disprove it.
Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, what does this one say? Y'all. The name Richard Allen did not mean anything to me until I saw the first confirmed photo. I knew he was familiar, and then several people I worked with started to message me. He was my former shift manager back at Walmart in Lafayette, Indiana, but we knew him as Rick. I've been in his car, his previous home, met his wife. I remember him as sweet. Right, that's what we keep hearing, right? That he was known as very jovial, joking, and just an all-around nice person that nobody would even think obviously would do such a heinous crime. But I mean, isn't that kind of how it usually is? Like someone can go kill and then they can go home to their wife and children and act like it was a normal day. So who knows? Who knows?
Be honest.
Yeah, but if you go on to read it, he turned into a.
Well, okay, yeah. Let me finish what it says. She used to work at Walmart too. If he's still married to the same lady. Anyways, he was a nice guy. We all liked him, but then he got kind of douchey at the end. Oh, that's a good word. I like that. I like that word. At the end, he would make sexual comments to the women, acted generally creepy. Then he got transferred to a new store in Illinois, and I never saw him again. I have more details about him, but I'm not going to list them all. But I'm freaking shook. We are all in a group chat and cannot believe it. I mean, I get it, right? If somebody like worked with the guy and they're like, whoa, this guy is all over the news and he's accused of, being the murderer of Abby and Libby, supposedly, I guess, but anyways, pretty crazy that, if you did, it is. Imagine the family and the relatives, the cousins, the brothers, all these people that are just in shock right now from the one spectrum. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is about two girls that were murdered, that were not even just murdered. From every sound of what we've heard is that this is just a heinous crime. It breaks our hearts. Absolutely. A lot of us are just pissed off. We've been wanting to have justice for these girls. So the other day was a great day that somebody is in custody. Tomorrow will be a great day. Again, expect zero, and whatever you get from it will just be a bonus. But at the end of the day, Abby and Libby, like anybody else, deserve justice. And I'm sorry that people's family members from the side of him will have to go through certain things, and justice will have to show itself, obviously, through the courts about being guilty or not guilty. But my hearts are going to go out mostly, of course, to the Pattys, the Germans, the Williams, the Timmons side, because 6 years it's almost been for these girls. And all they did was go to the bridge and never made it home again. God, I just want to tear up talking about it. It's just such a heartbreaking thing. Anyone with children would understand that type of, not only to lose your sister, brother, sibling, whatever, but literally to have to deal with social media, the attacks for all these years. The attacks on the family. We don't put up with any attacks on the family in this channel. You can talk about family, but you cannot attack the family, because we all know very well that the family had nothing to do with these murders. They would have been arrested or looked into many, many times over at the very beginning. But we don't put up with attacking of the family in this channel. That's absolutely for sure. In fact, our hearts go out to Kelsey, probably the most out of anyone, for the fact that she has put herself out there to talk about her sister, to keep her sister's memory alive. And I've watched her grow personally, even though I haven't been following this case for 5 years, 6 years like some. I've been since about 2020 of October. But of course, it's not hard to read into the fact that this girl has literally went from being kind of almost like a little bulb to this big blossom flower from when I first seen interviews of her to how she is now. She's representing her sister so well. Her sister would be so proud of her. And honestly, she deserves mad respect for what she's put up with from all the trolls out there.
Absolutely.
In the internet world. And our hearts go out to the families of Abby and Libby first and foremost, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
For said reasons. So people that are attacking the family, it's just wrong. Actually, don't even stay in this channel if you are about attacking the family, because it's just so wrong. And also it's so wrong to attack the Allen family as well. Let justice do its course for that stuff. Like, I would never go to somebody's Facebook and start attacking somebody. It's just wrong. But you do you, I'll do me. And but just think about it. If it was, I always look at things if the shoe was on the other foot, and how would, if I would want that done to me? Of course not. You guys wouldn't want it done to your family, and I sure in the hells wouldn't want it done to my family if that was the case. But just have a little bit of respect and courtesy and kindness.
And I think her Facebook is gone now.
Just take it off.
And when it comes to the other shoe, that's very disrespectful to Tony Klein, who only has one shoe.
Smart ass.
Speaking of that, that is a great segue into what I was just about to say, Adam.
Okay.
Some information
We planned that.
There is a possible, and again, this is a possible, and a part of it's not a rumor, but we're just saying, we're just putting this information out here.
Yeah.
That Tony Klein's ex-wife, Robin, which was Kagan's mother, graduated from North Miami High School in 1989. That's the high school that Richard Allen attended. They're about the same age. That would make her 50, 51. He was what, 50? So, 50, you know, it is possible. It is very possible that there's some kind of connection there, or it could be an absolute coincidence. But I found that really interesting that they both went to the same high school. And it's a very small high school. So, you know, maybe like around 80 people would have been in the class. So I'm sure that they knew each other.
And his grandfather was principal there at that time.
Interesting.
Yeah, Richard's grandfather was the principal at the school there.
Yeah, you know, the only other thing I came across, because there's not a lot of social media presence on Richard Allen, because maybe if he had a Facebook, he deleted it probably back in that time, because most people do have a social media, a Facebook. It's very rare that some people really don't, and I know you guys are all out there going to go be like, well, I don't have one, or I never had one, stuff like that, but most people do have one. His social media presence is low. Chances are there was a Facebook at some point in time to him. Either way, the only thing that I came across yesterday so far, but I haven't dived extremely hard, only because I have a lot of other things going on with the press conference tomorrow with our Halloween thing and stuff like that. But the one thing I did come across was that there's this gentleman, and I'm just going to call him out because I can tell he's a big piece of shit anyway. His name is John Galitko. And John Galitko has about 6 Facebook pages. And John Galitko, if you look down his Facebook pages, you're going to see like freaking these, what do I want to say, Adam? These sex. Oh yeah, there was these.
I had my own conversations with that man, so I think I should remain silent on that topic.
Yeah.
His name came up a lot earlier on.
Oh, there's been on Michelle, Mama.
Right. There's not, in my opinion, a redeemable, kind thing in the world I could say about that person.
Disgusting. Bottom of the barrel feeder, disgusting. But anyways, his name is John Galitko. Do you need me to help you spell that? That's Golitko. John Glitko, and you can go through his 6 Facebooks, and just disgusting, disgusting. And so, anyways, so what I came across was on one of his Facebooks that has 3,500 friends was a person's. I'm not going to say her name, the first name, because it's a female. It starts with A though, and the last name is Rentfro, RENTFRO, which is the said alias of Richard Allen, the name that's attaching to him. So we don't know where that lies. So that was really that one thing that kind of connected from the Craig Renfro name being used from the Richard Allen as one of his aliases, even though this person's a real person, this Craig guy. So we'll just see how that whole circle transpires, because you can attach that over to the John Glitko with that name, which John Glitko, if anyone knows, is Tony Klein's friend as well. So we'll just see the plethora of information that's going to come along. And I believe that Doug Carter's words are fascinating. And what basically, once the story is told, in a sense, and I hate to use the word story, but once everything is said and done, and what a crazy kind of picture is going to come out of this, in a sense, it's not this one person. People, I would say, take things with a grain of salt. It's not one person that's in jail right now that completed all this. If you really think about everything in its entirety, you have to always think forward, forward think and think outside of the box. Oh, Michelle.
Sonny, by chance, did you see the post earlier today about the gentleman that worked at that bar and grill where they played pool?
1 second. Sorry, that's for our Halloween. Those are that's from the OBS, the Streamlabs that's going off. 1 second. Just 1 second, because my husband's here. Okay. So sorry. Thank you very much, Metal Mama Michelle. She's away from us right now. So congratulations to those that are receiving memberships from Metal Mama Michelle. Thank you very much. I will type in numbers. Okay, so for anyone that's not a member, if you wish to become a member of our private Facebook group, I just typed in member. It will give you the directions. You have to email me at acrimeandshame@gmail.com with your YouTube name and your Facebook, and then go to that It's a Crime and Shame Facebook page, just like it says, if you do want to become a member of the private Facebook group. If you don't, just enjoy your free membership.
Right. And then, Sonny, before we move on to another topic, I just sent 3 pictures in Messenger that I just wanted to go back to the Wikipedia thing really quickly.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to make sure that you got that. I'm glad. Good job, Adam. I know.
Okay.
I know where you're going. I'm excited to see this.
Well, no, I you know me. I'm one of those people that I'm like, you have to show me my hand in front of my face before I believe anything.
Okay.
And I'm just wanted to just verify that I had someone looking behind the scenes. I don't know if you've got them up or not.
Not yet. Wait, are you showing me like that?
I sent it too, so it's got to be there.
Yeah, and all it is just it's just verification of where that information of where those updates were uploaded from on that Wikipedia thing in 2020.
Okay, so wait, I'm seeing you sent it double time. It looks like. Oh, Deb sent him as well.
Yeah, I see. The first one says this is an old revision of this page as edited.
Okay, 1 second here.
Right, and this is not to dispute anything that Lewis, not dispute anything you were saying. I was looking at to see where the information came from, and so I had someone kind of hack it or look into it, and
well, that's what I said earlier. Hopefully, people can either approve it or disprove it.
Right. Well, I mean, this
is the best thing. Yeah.
Is this the one you want me to show?
Yeah, all 3, and this does neither. It just provides the information of where it came from.
Oh, the IP address.
So this is the IP address of of where the person that updated this to change it to Richard. This is the IP address that came from. There was an old revision on the page that was edited at 11:31 on the 7th of March of 2020. They changed the updated sketch name to Richard, and then it shows the IP address is a home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Without giving any information as far as the address or anything like that with the person, but just to show that is the person that put the name Richard on that Wikipedia was someone that lived in or someone that at least was using an IP address in Albuquerque.
The reason I didn't include that is because that's something that so many people can spoof. But I felt a little uneasy about, because if somebody was going on there to actually do that, they were probably using somewhere of changing their IP address. But it was very interesting where it was.
And so the person that I had look into it is someone that is able to, at least more than just from your basic layer, go through like your normal VPN.
Well, I was just going to say that about the VPN, because I've used VPNs myself.
So that's why and if it weren't, I wouldn't have put it up. I didn't know that the person was able to go through a few layers of a VPN to get to the actual IP address that that they came up with. So
were they able to find a name for that year and time of who lived there?
We're
not going to say that. We're not going to dox somebody.
No, I just don't know if it came up or not.
I didn't mean doxing.
I can't see the screen. That's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, so I didn't. They did not send me the name. I do know. I think that I can get it, but I mean, I wasn't gonna put it up. But I mean, I can talk to you about that privately.
I was just more concerned that it was on the screen that you've got up, because I couldn't read it. I wouldn't put that out there. No, because
Okay, so I don't really need to show the other two because we already showed those. Really?
No, that's fine. I just want to know that that's where this was. So the person that changed that on Wikipedia was
absolutely. Well, it's always about
important.
It's always about showing the information, and it's not our job to ever hold somebody's hand. It's always about people that they take the information with a grain of salt, and again, to provide as much facts as possible. And again, whatever their truth is or whatever path they're following, again, putting it out there. So of course, if there's something that can, like I said, provide a different angle or a different, showing in a sense, in this particular case, that's where that, so just to make it clear.
And super interesting content. So that's why I was like, if I can find out of it, let me figure it out. Right.
Absolutely.
I originally tracked the IP address because I was concerned that it might be close to Vegas. And I was trying to find a connection there, but it came up where you found it too. So that sort of, I threw that in the garbage. But I was wondering if there was a connection there, and that's why I ran the IP address.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of getting...
Sorry, Sunny, what were you saying?
I don't remember anymore. What was I saying? I don't know.
Everything important.
Oh no. Well, let me just go back to what we got here. So what about Mr. Jeffrey Wolf? What about him? Jeffrey Wolf. I grew up with Ricky Allen. I don't believe for a second he committed these crimes, but I can probably tell you who did. I've tried contacting the same local media to see if I can get some light shone on the most evil injustice to claim they can hold him on for 72, hours before they charge him in some unknown location, so they can get a confession the old-fashioned way with phone books or other prisoners. This is beyond outrageous. Wake up, sheep, or it will be you next. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Jeffrey, if you want a voice on this channel, feel free, of course, to contact us at acrimandshame@gmail.com. And you can tell us actually who did it, why he didn't do it. Now, I heard that they hadn't contacted or known each other since they were more in high school. But hey, if you know something different, Jeffrey, that the LE and FBI and nobody else knows, you feel free to contact us here. And I'm being very
after you tell it to the law enforcement and FBI.
Oh, but he's tried, of course.
Oh, he's tried.
Well, such evil and injustice. Well, I'm pretty sure that that probably that they wouldn't have arrested said person, Richard Allen, if they didn't have definite probable, because they wouldn't do that. Like, do you know what I mean? They're going to be pretty damn ass certain, but we'll know more tomorrow. That's all we can say. Well, I don't know how much more tomorrow we'll know, but we'll know more tomorrow. And they're obviously not putting it out there because they don't want people to get a hold of it. Like, they don't want people putting out stuff ahead of time, so they've sealed it. And then I'm sure once Monday comes, it will be like unsealed. Like, we'll probably see like the mug shot and stuff like that. So who knows? So again, thank you, Metal Mama Michelle. Let's see here. Was there anything else that we really wanted to touch on tonight?
Yeah, there is.
What?
I'm going to send it to you.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead.
Just don't put the person. Can you like blot out the person's name?
Not without taking it into a program first and stuff. Okay, well, just send it to me, and then I'll see if I can swap it first quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Moonchild. Hey, Andrew. Metal Mama, miss ya. Grandma watches. I sent you an email back, I believe. That was you that's emailing me. And sweet.
Yeah. When does Metal Michelle?
You stole my song.
Oh, Deb, she did a pretty good job last night.
Oh, I heard her.
I'd say Sunny did a very good job. I now might need to have like the voice off.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Metal Mama Michelle, when are you back from vacation? Because we miss you.
Oh, not for a couple of weeks still.
Okay, could you cut it short, Doug Carter? Get home.
Yeah. Thanks, Tia.
Andrew Larson, Anthony Shots profile will be connected. That is the $1 million question, because I feel like you've got 50% of the people out there saying there's too much circumstantial evidence for it not to be. And I think you've got 50% of the people, maybe not those exact numbers, but of people saying coincidence or red herring, So what do you guys think? What about?
Absolutely. What do you guys think? You do it as in a 1 or 2 question type of thing.
Right. And Lewis, what about you? What do you think?
What makes me think that this is bigger than everyone thinks it is because of the rumored bail amount. I've not been able to confirm that, but with that high of a bail and no charges being released when they arrested him, if that amount is correct, I think that there's way more involved than just the murders.
Did you not listen to the show last night, Lewis?
No, he didn't.
I was not able to.
Sonny, you never got around to playing that thing you were going to play earlier.
I know. I was just thinking about that, and then you started talking.
I also sent you something, and you never put it up.
I've only got 8 arms. No.
You need to grow a 9th.
I know, right? Let me see, Dev. Let me take a quick boo here. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's when I put it. Okay. Yeah, I can cut out the name. Yeah, no problem. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. So while I'm finding the recording, I'll put this one up for you guys.
All right. And I can just.
Okay.
I've got it in front of me if you want me to. So there was a guy named Doug Rice that really, really went around and talked to every single person that he could find involved in anything. He did an amazing job. He passed away, unfortunately, which makes me sad that he never got to see this, come to fruition. But here's what he posted. And if you guys remember, and it was actually Anthony Greeno that was videotaping this at the time. It was the first presser that was outside. And there was a guy that walked by with a black hoodie pulled up, and everyone was like whispering, and law enforcement turned to each other and started whispering about the guy. And so Anthony went up and talked to him and then came back and said, oh, it was nothing. But this is the picture. If you're seeing the picture there of the guy in the hoodie, that's the guy. And so Doug Rice said, if I haven't posted this before, this is what she told me she actually saw and he's talking about the 16-year-old witness. Before law enforcement screwed around with it, short-billed hat with a hoodie and a scarf below his nose and around her height, which was around 5'6" at the time. That was her description that law enforcement released in July of 2017. And she did not wait months to come forward. She went to law enforcement as soon as the girls were found on the 14th. But she has seen this sketch altered that he made here, and has agreed that it is similar to what she saw. She also guessed him to be 40s and 50s, and that is what Doug had. I can't answer questions I have no answers for, and I am not going to respond. This is what she and her mom shared with me. After that, think what you will. So that's on the left, you see the picture that he posted there, and that's what she saw. I also remember her saying the eyes were not, in this one, that the eyes were not quite correct. And then this is the guy on the other side there. The guy in the hoodie is the guy that was lurking in the background of the presser, the first presser, which I thought was interesting because he does resemble Richard Allen. It's hard to see, his whole face, but he's got the, white beard and all of that. So,
see, I totally. Richard Allen to me has like a nose that's an upturned nose, and all I see is a pudgy nose. That's why I don't see it like you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah. His nose comes down and actually hangs down a bit. If you've looked at the pictures, it scoops under, and I think this is a little bit distorted as well. But he's got the white gruffy beard, and it's interesting. And a little dark circles. Looks like he's got the dark circles under the eyes that Richard had. It may not be him, but I just find that interesting. And I thought it was interesting that back then, Doug interviewed her, and she was very confident, a 16-year-old girl, very confident about who she saw and gave a great description.
Okay, one sec here. I'll just overlay it on there. So, I'll bring it down just a little bit more. Can you guys see that okay? So, his comes down like a droop, but it goes up high in the nostrils. So, I know that the other one is a little bit more distorted, but the kind of like the one in the picture of the BG for me, that first that one kind of sketch there with the cloth or handkerchief over the mouth. That guy has like a pudgier nose, and that's how I see the guy that's behind the tree there. Now, I'm pretty sure that guy was identified, though. Is that the same one? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but is that not the same one that was walking in the trees and around the same time? And that somebody had a picture of this guy that was like in the trees there around.
It was at the press conference. This guy was at the press conference, and Anthony Greenover went over and talked to him for a few minutes, and then said, "Oh, it's not the guy; it's somebody else." But he never said who it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just
never identified him.
I was going to say, let's just ask chat. Chat, one or two. Do you guys think that he looks like the guy that's near the tree here? Let me zoom it in a little bit better for you, if I can here. Do you guys think that Richard Allen looks like the guy that's in the tree for what you can see? Okay, one for yes, two for no. Simple as that. Yeah. And let's just see what people's thoughts are on that. Just curious.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will play that recording in just a moment. Adam, are you pouty? You look like you're pouty up there.
Most like no. Oh, I was reading chat.
Okay, so one is yes.
I was doing that. Yes, I was doing that for Lisa and Michelle.
1.5. Metal Mama. Okay, lots of twos coming in now. Okay, can I add my 2 in there? I'm gonna add my 2 in there.
What did you say? What one was? He looks like 2 means he doesn't. Is that what
Correct.
You said? Okay.
Correct. 3 is maybe. Correct. Yeah.
4 is I'm not even paying attention.
Okay. I'm just looking at yes and a lot of it's like a lot of ones
A lot
came
of
in,
ones, a lot of twos. Yeah.
and then a lot of twos. It's almost like a undecided thing for the most part.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks
wait,
pretty
more
even.
ones. Yeah, I'd say that the ones have it just a little bit more than the twos, but maybe if I put in twos like 10 times in a row. No, I'm just kidding.
What's a 5?
Five.
I didn't see the 5 option.
Well, I mean,
Aussie says it looks like Grandpa on the Munsters.
I'm just gonna say this because I feel like it's not even either of those. I think it's a 69, to be honest with you. That's a favorite number.
Right.
Favorite year I was born. So
right. And Kelly, I'll agree. I mean, I think Deb and Sunny will know. I said this picture earlier today or last night. I can't remember because time just runs together. Was it Sunny? Was it last night or today?
Don't even ask me. I could care. I don't even know, man.
And I thought it looked like Richard. And Sunny was the one that was like, no, not his nose, not the, you know. But I was like, because I got sent this and I was like, oh, is that him? You know, but Sunny was the one that was like, no, different facial features, and the nose is different now that But when I looked at it the first time, I just immediately was like, I think that's him.
He has so many different looks to me because there's one where his face is really full and chubby and rounded. And of course, if your face gains weight, your nose does. And then there's times where he's thinner. I mean, I can see why people had problem deciding it was him because of the different, the long, whatever that is, Fu Manchu thing he had, and the beard and scruffy mustache and the goatee, he just had several different looks.
Well, this is definitely his hottest look by far.
Yeah.
Wait, no, is it? Because I think the shirtless one.
Oh, wait.
Is probably my favorite, or the one where he's
bending
over.
Hold on. This is the one you love, isn't it, Adam?
Well, that's the one I find like kind of the oddest because that's his son-in-law.
Yeah.
But I do like the one where he's laying on the pool table, trying to really get that. He's trying to get that hard shot.
I don't think that made it to the
Did you see the dance?
The what?
The dance that he did after he took that pool shot in the video?
Yeah, we saw that. That was the jig.
Yeah.
The jig.
And to quote a loved one of his, he's got the moves like Jagger.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what Jagger
doesn't quite have the moves like Jagger, but
I think they meant Jaeger. He's got the moves like he's on Jaeger Meister.
Why am I not seeing it? It was within these pictures here.
In an earthquake.
Sonny, do you have his high school photo that I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it. Was that last night?
That's right here.
Did you?
Did you my before and after?
This one.
Yeah, I said this is where it starts and this is where it ends.
Can I just say this? Go ahead.
I was nice enough to cut out the Marlboro light pack from.
Now, I want to say in this picture is where his nose looks the most bulbous and makes him look like that shot from the presser, whereas almost every other picture of him, his nose looks more hooked and pointed.
Yes.
But in this shot here, it is the one that I thought looked closest to that picture that you guys put up a little while ago.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Just, if there are any high school seniors in here right now that just got their senior pictures made, I just want you to look at the picture on the right-hand side of your screen and just know that, if you don't live life right, 30 years from now, that's what you're going to look like.
Yeah.
Hydrate. That's all I can say.
Right. And not with Bud Light.
Yeah.
I do want to say
something. Well, no, actually, beer is the best hydration that there is. Did you know that?
Thank you for letting us know that.
Says the non-drinking Indiana mom.
Right.
Right.
Well, I think what Deb doesn't drink, Steve from True Crime Web drinks for her. As a matter of fact.
But he only drinks the top shelf red wines.
Yeah, Randy Gravitt.
From the Burgundy region of France.
You know what? Randy Gravitt could probably answer that for us, to be honest with you. And he could probably tell us who that guy is.
He might remember who that was.
Yeah.
AP, I agree with AP. Wife has weathered me hard.
Oh, let's see here.
Oh.
I was going to take this picture, copy, hold on, copy, and then take this picture.
That one from Stephanie.
Okay. And then,
Are you putting up the one? Oh, from
Stephanie? Did she send me something?
She sent me something. I think she sent it to you.
I don't know.
But go ahead with what you were doing.
Yeah,
go ahead with what you were doing.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to put it by this person here and then just kind of, you know, give you an overall look. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
About what?
I mean,
I definitely can see it.
I can see that this picture looks the most definitely like that. I always look at I mean, I know he has a very square looking chin in this picture, this dude, but I don't know. I mean, you never know, because you know what? Even my POI, in a sense, there's pictures where his nose can look different too. From different angles, it can come off as more pudgier. But what I found kind of creepy in certain ways was that, you know, obviously my POI, not saying nothing about that Richard Allen is not the killer, talking about BG here. Some people can believe what they want. I think there was a poll I did actually. But anyways, it's funny how much my POI looks like this picture as well.
Right.
So I sat there yesterday confirming or looking back on my stuff, and I was like, nope, I'm not changing my mind. I'll change my mind if I ever have to change my mind.
Sunny.
Yeah.
I have a message for you from Keegan Dunker, and he would like to say, "You don't own me." I'm one of your. You always say my BG.
I know, my BG. I own you. You're my BFF. He knows it.
Thank you, subscriber.
No one puts Katie in a corner.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to bring this up. Rez Kid had a really good comment, and that is that find a photo of RA of when he recently came from alcohol treatment. His body appearances are distorted due to alcoholism, and that is true. You see people who drink a lot, their nose gets bulbous and round. Yeah. So that could explain some of the difference.
Adam.
Yeah, I see that, Adam.
Okay.
And again, that's rumor. That is a rumor about him checking into a facility. You know that we don't have proof of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying, you know, it is still speculative.
Yeah.
He definitely, if he did stop, he went back. I will say that.
So this was after the murders, right? So that he went to some sort of alcohol treatment center.
There's a rumor saying he checked himself into a mental hospital weeks after the murder. But you know, and I've heard it from people I trust, but I've seen no actual evidence of it myself.
Right.
But the rumors from the employee that worked with him was that everyone knew that it was alcohol treatment, or supposedly that's what they had said it was. So he was free and open to speak about it if you believe the two different people that associated with him that both came out and said that.
Right. Granted, his wife did like to post on Facebook, and never once was there a mention of anything. Well, there was one post the entire year of 2017. So
yeah.
And that was not typical of the pattern of her social media use.
I'm curious about that with the date of the search warrant, because if for some reason she knew what was going on and was involved, she might have taken that specific time period down for that reason.
She may have.
Okay.
I know that she take other things down or any other time.
Okay, we have clarification. And see, I love this kind of thing. I love when you have a question, just like we have a question about this guy and whether it was Richard Allen or not. And I love when we get confirmation and it gets cleared up. And it is his name. It's not Richard. It's a guy named Brian Templin Senior. Bloke cleared that up some time ago in December. And so that is awesome.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good,
that's what we aim to do here.
Thank you,
aim to make
so
sure we figure it out. Thank you, Bloke.
So his name was Blake Templeton or Temblin? Sorry?
No,
Can you say
his
one more time?
his name is
Templin.
Brian Templin
Brian.
Sr. He did not do anything wrong. His
There you
granddaughter
go, Brian.
told,
You're off the hook. So if anyone's out there watching this now, you guys know that
Okay.
picture can get
Okay.
pushed to the side now. In a
He
sense,
just wore a hoodie on a cold day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I do want to play the audio now for people to hear quick of that 1 minute and 8 second audio about the whole bond thing. Okay, Lewis, ready for your ears? All right, give us a sec here. Hold on. Tell me if you can hear it. I'm going to play and just say yes or no. I'm going to play it right now. Could you hear that, or yes or no?
I didn't hear anything.
No, we couldn't hear anything.
Okay, no problem. I'll do it again.
I have my headset on. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can you tell me if you have somebody in custody, please?
Can I tell you if someone's in custody?
Yes. Did I call the right place? Is this the jail?
Yeah, this is the jail. I can tell you if we have someone in the jail.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do you have that Richard Allen?
Yeah, we have a Richard Allen.
Okay. Is there really a bail?
No.
Do you know when he'll see the bed? Can I ask you this?
No.
A lot of people are calling about this, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dude, man, everybody is freaking out. I can't wait till Monday, man.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that, you know.
I know, because I know this is your job, but this is a big deal.
Absolutely. Yeah, can I help you with anything else?
No, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right.
Okay, so Lewis,
Yes.
said person called the White County Jail. They said that there was no bail on Richard Allen. Makes sense, because most people say that there shouldn't be a bail on someone that's committed murder.
Right.
And so this is coming obviously from an official of the White County Jail, versus I don't know really where I've heard about the bail, besides I've heard about it. And that was, you know what? That was through our live, that there was a lady in our live that her husband. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Thanks, Babstar, for subscribing. So anyway, so there was a lady in our live, and I can't think of the name for the life of me now. I think it was Kelly, someone named Kelly, that had said their husband worked for the judicial system in Fort Wayne, and that she needed a date of birth of him. So we provided the date of birth, and then she said that there was a $20 million bond on him, was the information she received. Now, I'm not going to sit here and call her a liar by no means. It was just that that's where we originally heard something from, was a lady that was in our chat. Now, that obviously said person, God, somebody needs to leave or come in, because I don't like looking at the number 666 and as a number. God, I hate that. I look up and I'm seeing 666. But anyways, it's just one of those numbers you grow up being told that you don't like that number. But anyways,
Right.
So then said person obviously calls White County, and he's like, nope, no bond. So
Now, it's funny you brought that up, because did you notice that there were 2 documents showing he was in jail in both counties?
yes,
And the White County document did not show that alias name. It showed his regular name.
correct.
I wonder if they had to throw a bond number on when they put him into the one in order to transfer him to the other, and it was just a technicality.
Wait, could you repeat that?
He was not originally sent to White County.
No, no.
Yeah, when they put the original stuff out, that's where they showed the alias as being that other name, the Craig name. The White County documents do not show that alias on them. They actually show his regular name. I wonder if that was also a mistake.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think the main purpose of that was to just show that there were 2 different offender ID numbers. The alias, I think is just going to be something they enter in, and one county is going to choose to enter it in, another could easily not. I mean, Sonny can tell you from looking in Intellius, I mean, sometimes they're lucky to get the spelling of the name correct.
Yeah.
You know,
My thought on that is, when you start to type something in on certain systems and it autofills what you typed in before, and if you accidentally hit the first wrong letter and hit enter, it could have just put in the last name that they put in from a previous entry with that letter. Yeah.
For ducking, sure.
For ducking, sure. Yeah. Hey, I want to go back to something actually. So they obviously took Tony Klein's dog back when they, I think, served a search warrant on his place. And then, so I, up until you guys said a cat, I was just assuming it was a dog because I never heard it until you guys mentioned it. Well, actually, I think Lewis mentioned it to me about that first, and I just assumed it was a dog you guys were talking about. So, so it was a cat that was dug up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you would think that
if that's true at all, but the animal that was mentioned was a cat. So,
well, the thing is that Libby had a dog named Tucker. She was playing with that dog prior to going to the bridge. Obviously, they would have determined if it was Tucker, so there would be no reason to take Tony Klein's dog unless there was some reason for that to match it with the DNA of a dog hair. So, being a cat, that wouldn't really make sense because obviously they would know the difference when they analyzed it that it was a dog hair, not a cat hair. You know, so that doesn't.
Maybe there was both. Maybe there was both.
Maybe, absolutely.
Well, I mean, the original statement is there was lots of evidence, just not what you would expect.
Correct. Well, there was lots. Yeah, that's correct. Right, not what you would expect. DNA when they were talking about.
So maybe there were lots of animal hairs.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Metal Mama. Metal Mama has a great question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you done? Are you done or not? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Lewis, you done? I thought you were.
Like people that have cats, you put your jacket on the chair, and a cat sometimes has a favorite place to lay, and then you just wind up with a ton of hair, and it's just one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Metal Mama Michelle had a great question, and that is, does anyone know if Richard Allen smoked?
Yes.
Because we know they did find a cigarette. Yes, he
actually,
did.
I remember.
Wait, one at a time. Hold on.
Hold on.
One at a time. Yeah.
Do you remember that? I said in that picture where he's got the ski cap on, I said I was nice enough to edit out the picture of Marlboro Lights.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Wasn't that, I hate to bring this up, but wasn't
cigarette found?
Lilith? Wasn't
Marlboro.
Lilith saying something about Marlboro?
Menthol.
Yeah.
Menthol?
But that's not what the boxes were in front of him when they were at the pool, though.
Yeah, they were Marlboro Lights.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I want to hear one person at a time. So, hold on. Lilith was doing Marlboro. #Marlboro. Was it Marlboro Light?
Menthol.
No, she did.
Marlboro Menthol.
She said it was longer than that. It was like Marlboro Menthol.
Yes.
Lights or something. I'm going to look it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
It was Marlboro Menthols, and then he smokes.
Okay.
He has a pack of Marlboro Lights in front of him, whereas they're called now Marlboro Gold. They rebranded.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when was that? When was that picture, Adam? When was that picture?
That picture is this picture was either 2021 or I believe this picture was 20. There were so many pictures at JC's bar that I think this was one of the ones from 2021. I can look back to verify 100%, but yeah, he did smoke.
So he could have switched to Marlboro regulars?
I believe it was December
of
2016.
It was before the murders or after?
Before the murders. The one screenshot, I can't get into the others because they're on my phone, but the one that had all the pictures of them at the pool tournament, which is where I'm pretty sure that they took the picture of him sitting there because he was wearing the same hat, was December 11th of 2016.
Yeah, there were several pictures taken from JC bar during the pool. They played in a pool tournament every Friday night, and so there were pictures in December of 2016. There were pictures, and I think a couple of pictures in 2018 or 19, and then another collection of pictures December 21st of 2021, because JC's bar was changing ownership and was closing. And I believe that the picture with the cigarette pack at the table is from 2021. There may have been another one in 2016, 100%.
Yeah.
But
and then September 13th was the date in 2018 that they were at the bar too, where they put up the tournament. But I think I sent Sonny the picture with the 2 packs in front of him when he's sitting at the table. But I don't have that accessible right now. I just can see the screenshots I took of when they were at the bar.
Yeah, Sonny has it because I sent it to her because I know she has it. So,
what with the cigarettes?
Yeah, just with him sitting at the table across from his wife, and this the ashtray and the cigarettes are there.
Yeah. I probably don't really need to pull it up though, do I?
No. Like I said, it's the same picture that's in front of us right now. It's just cropped. The cigarettes are cropped out of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so just for anyone that doesn't know, yes, there was a cigarette butt that was found at the crime scene that they did place in a bag. I think that's actually on the radio version that we played before, isn't it? Remember when they're talking about getting a baggie for a couple things, and one of them was a cigarette butt for sure. But I believe that was said on the that radio that morning of the 14th. But definitely, there was a cigarette butt found, and so who knows where that plays? Whether it was, I think it was said though that it was one that was obviously probably smoked within the last couple of days because it was still, I think it was in the water. That cigarette butt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. And so who knows? To me, it's if it's Red Eagle short, that's my POI. If it's whatever that guy smokes, then his perhaps either way. Like I said, just don't count your chickens before they're hatched. If someone's gonna think that just because one guy's in jail right now, and hopefully it's the main person. I've always personally been looking for the completion of the circle, but this name never came to radar, at least anything I've ever come across that's been said by anyone, to be honest with you.
Right.
And we all feel the same way. I think there's a lot of us that are probably going, so we have names of like 70 people on this list, and this person's name didn't even hit anybody's radar, really, that we know of.
Well, no, don't forget Harvey Carroll.
He
has a huge file on it.
He doesn't actually have the file. Sandra Tamaz has the file.
Didn't Curly say he saw Delphi a week ago or something? Didn't he say that?
Deb, I saw.
Yeah.
Harvey Carroll said he had a huge file on him. And
well,
that if
then
you'd
he
like to
came
Zillow
back.
him money, then.
Well, I will claim I had zero file on this guy. I don't like to look at names like Jones, Smith, and I definitely are an Allen either, because those are like going down about 100 rabbit holes. No, thank you.
Well, I don't want to brag, but my middle name is Richard, and I have a friend that works for Allen Tate Realty. So.
Well,
I don't know where
that's a great tie-in. My husband's named Richard.
Oh, well, I just
there
want to
you
know
go.
why
I guess.
Hey,
we can just claim it too, right?
I want to know why I'll get it out. Don't you worry. I was wondering just why my crystal ball wasn't working. Maybe some people can fill me in on that. I don't know. Obviously I'm not as great as I think I am.
Cloudy Injustice, right?
Hey, that's a pet name from Tom Webster. He loves us.
I know.
Yep.
Deb calls him Tommy Boy. I call him Tomahawk because he's like a little
Tommy
hawk.
Boy.
Yeah, he's like a Steve from True Crime Web. They just lay out the information and they just put it forth. They kind of keep it simple, and that way that they just lay it out there. Us, we are kind of more like a YOLO. We'll put you out information and then we'll take a few breaks to laugh a bit and have some fun around here.
Tom is so witty. He has the driest sense of humor. I love it.
I don't actually call Tom.
Things in there.
I've asked Tom to stop calling me, and I don't call Tom.
Really? You don't call Tom? No?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I got Oprah on speed dial, by the way, and Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace, she's retweeted like what 3 of my tweets now. Or no, she liked one and retweeted 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you floating to the top? Wait, Sunny, wait, what's happening? Sunny,
Hey,
where are you going?
Kristen.
Where are you going? Are you floating to the top? Oh,
yes.
Look.
Oh,
Nancy Grace got her to the top.
Yeah, thanks, Nancy. I just want to say it's an honor knowing you guys all, and don't worry, Adam and Deb, I'll take you with. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, we always joke around here as well.
Hello, I had to plug my phone in. I didn't want to be noticed. The speakers underneath it. So,
Lewis.
Right. Oh, Kristen, happy birthday.
Lewis is down there now.
I didn't even
Whose
notice
birthday?
that you were gone.
Whose birthday?
Kristen.
Is it her birthday?
Okay,
Oh,
Kristen.
Deb, do you want to bust open your chops?
Yeah. Kristen, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kristen, behind the crime door.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Hold on. Remember, don't forget this one. Happy.
Oh, Lord.
It's Marilyn Monroe. Stop.
Wait, Sunny, this is you and me.
Yeah. What do you want to do it too?
Thank you. We got our bracelets on.
Kristen behind the crime door sent us Abby and Libby bracelets and the Flora girls. So
But
just so you know,
I had to take the tracking device off of it. I caught it.
You got tracking device? Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting for Steve to come cuff me, to be honest with you. Then's all fair and love and war, eh, Steve? But anyways, thank you, Kristen, again for these great bracelets. I haven't took mine off.
Wait,
so
Kristen, in all honesty, is your birthday Halloween?
Yes, it is.
It's tomorrow.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
Oh, it's my great-grandpa's, would have been my great-grandpa's birthday as well.
Yeah.
You know, my grandparents were married on Halloween.
Ooh. Well, Kristen specifically said when she's not being a bitch, she's being a witch. That's what she said. That's what she said, didn't you, Kristen?
No.
Okay. Yes.
She's a sweetie.
Okay, yes. Okay, that was funny to me. That was Kristen. You better laugh. Lewis. No, you can't laugh after the fact. That just takes away from the whole.
You know, because a witch is an occupation, a bitch is a lifestyle.
Well, I'm a lifestyle then. That's right, Sunny. Thank you. She's got it. Thank you. Thank you. See?
Right.
And you could just feel it ooh, ah in the room, right? Like a little needle dropping. I was like, no. She'll appreciate it.
Lisa, am I a witch or am I a bitch?
Ooh.
Moving right along. We don't want to have to answer that.
Someone asked about my shirt. Daisy, here. Yeah, you can see my shirt.
Yeah, look at that. So Callie bought a mug of his yesterday. So go ahead, Adam. Talk about your mug.
If I could make that shirt.
Yeah, you can.
That would be cool. I don't know. I don't think any of ours has this much sequence on it.
Copper. Yeah. Adam made a mug. And
I made a mug.
Yes, you did.
Deb made a mug. Deb made a mug today as well. This is true, guys.
It's a gloss mug. Gloss and mug.
Yep. Oh, Adam, I love it.
So go check it out. It's, what did I say it is? The gloss coffee mug is what it's under.
Yours is called, gloss coffee mug, I think it was. Oh, here. I got a picture of it, I think, on screen. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop screen.
Metal Michelle Mama.
Is that it? Do I have it? I think so.
I love that, Deb. Oh, I saw it today, Deb. I love it.
There's Deb's one.
Thank you.
There's one Deb made today.
You can't see it. You can see mine. Let me hold it up. You can see my picture better. Can't even see it.
It is funny. Isn't it funny the angle they pick on some of those pictures, Sunny? We've talked about it.
I know.
One of them.
You can't see the cute lip gloss. It's neon.
You had to email them about because it was like literally they turned halfway all around.
One second here.
Yeah.
1 second.
It says coffee, crime, and gloss.
Correct.
It's a criming shame.
Hold on.
Metal Mama Michelle.
Where's Metal Mama? She got, did you get your, yeah, she got, well, she's not home to get her t-shirt because
She said,
she ordered one of those. 1 second.
She said, here's some advice, remove your shirt. It's not Halloween yet, but I'm on the shelf. No one wants to be frightened.
Not crowning shame. Okay, hold on, there we go. Deb, there's your mug.
There's my mug. Oh, look at it, turn weird. Turn on a weird angle.
Well,
yeah, and it has 3. It just it doesn't have that logo just on one side. It has 3 of them all around. So no matter what angle you get that.
So I wanted
if you're left-handed.
So yeah, I wanted to explain to people that where's Adam? I'm just trying to find Adam's mug. Adam, where'd your mug go?
It probably got taken down by Debs.
No,
I deleted it.
1 second.
Not as far as you know, Adam.
Oh, here it is. This
there
is
it
Adam.
is.
Right. Well,
yeah, I like Adam's too.
That's whoops. Hey, get out there. Whoops.
I love that one.
That's like his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it says I'll gloss to that. I'll gloss to that.
So if anyone doesn't know our channel, it started off one day with, I think, Adam glossing, wasn't it? Adam, you were glossing?
Allegedly.
So he was allegedly glossing, and I was like, hey, dude, I got gloss too. And then Deb's like,
I said, oh, I've got that too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so next thing you know, it became we don't gloss over anything.
We don't gloss over the truth.
We don't gloss over the truth. So that's where the gloss thing comes in, if anybody actually does care. And some of you guys actually do. So it became kind of like our little thing about glossing whenever someone donated or whatever, that we would gloss. Oh, and then Deb, she goes,
I'm just making Sunny
jealous. Yeah. Is what she is right now.
3 giant flavors. Look, nerds.
Yeah. I'm going to drop the bio link. If anyone does want to check out the merch, go ahead. It's in the bio link as well. Let me just pull that off the screen. But anyways, Adam and Deb, thank you so much. It's kind of, I think the ratio now is Sunny 50, Deb 2, Adam 1. No, 2. Because I made the mug for you too. But he designed it.
I'm like a half. You know.
You're like a half.
I've got more.
Yeah. We got moves like Jagger too.
It got so bright in here. I had to.
Oh, you're also glossing.
Lewis doesn't gloss with us. He's too manly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the most manly thing in the world you can do is have lip gloss.
Soft lips.
At your ready.
Have soft lips.
Biggie's in the house.
I'll never forget. I had a friend in high school that he was the coolest guy. And he was like the most like kind of like big, like muscular, just like kind of like redneck kind of guy. And he came to school one day. He had a pink ink pen, and someone was making fun of him. They're like, "Where'd you get a pink pen?" And he goes, "Dude, only guys with big use pink pens." And it like became this whole thing in the whole football team.
Yeah.
And then half the school.
And they all went out.
Everyone started using pink ink pens because the guy has so much confidence in like the way.
I love that.
I loved the way he turned that around. So I was like, yeah, you gotta be a real man to gloss.
Yeah.
Daisy.
That big hugs.
No lady wants some chapped, ashy lips.
I do.
No, I don't want no ashy lips.
First, you probably also don't want to kiss your husband and be like, is that raspberry? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. you know, Steve's in house, and Steve's gonna digress in a moment. I'm
bringing Steve Gloss.
Yeah, typically
it's
who's
gonna sleep. Who's gonna sleep at all tonight? That's what I want to know.
I will. I got 2 thumbnails to make. We got 2 lives to do tomorrow. We're only going to be on for about 2 or 3 hours tomorrow morning, and then we're going to get ready for later tonight or later tomorrow for the Halloween event. And the Halloween event is going to just be we're going to be Halloweeny. And Kristen, feel free to show up in your costume. The witch's one that I'm talking about. She borrowed Deb's broom. Deb has this amazing broom that she just strictly pulls out Oh, Daisy's trying to post stuff.
Which
Hey,
brings me to
I'm
Jack.
gonna go ahead.
Brings me to Jumpin' Jack Flash really quickly.
Sure.
No, I will not be wearing a tube top tomorrow because Deb had to loan her broom out, and she will not be attending the press conference in the morning because she has no transportation to get there since she loaned her broom out.
However, Jenny from the block will be covering live for us.
Go, Jenny,
and
go.
We have another person who will be
we have
doing
a couple
some
people
stuff for us as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you to everyone. Fig, I don't recall you. I think you're hanging with Sleuth tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
But we'd rather have you on here.
Watch Sleuth watching. No.
Wait,
no.
Fig, you're not gonna hang out with me in the morning?
Are you Fig? Look at that pouty lip. What are you gonna do about it? Well, Steve turned me down. So
yeah, Fig.
Yeah, Fig. Yeah, he's our Fig bar. Anyways,
I thought that Fig showed up for the test run a few weeks ago. I thought Fig would be here for the real event, but maybe
Adam, obviously, he clearly doesn't love you or me or anybody besides himself. Okay, Fig. Hey,
Okay, so I want somebody to put in chat what they think each one of us is going to dress up as. So, put Debbie and then what you think our costume is. Oh, Adam already showed his.
True that.
That was privately.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm dropping Fig's channel into the chat. That's Fig Solves. Great person, great human being. Except for tomorrow. Okay, no, we love Fig. So dropping Fig Solves. Again, you guys will love his channel. I just dropped the link for that.
Yeah, he's about as loose with his time as he is with his morals.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like the fact that you use a word that describes me mostly. You just stop turning me on like this, Fig. It's just
your high school. It's like your high school yearbook all over again, Sonny, right?
You know what? I'm Fig. You know very much that I'm the W word, not you. It's me. All right. Actually, you're kind of keeping up with me. You're keeping up with the Joneses and the Allens and stuff like that. But it's okay. I'm a dominatrix. That's correct.
You're the whole package.
And then some, in a bag of ho-hos and Tweeties and Twinkies.
That's the W, right?
Honey buns, yeah. But anyways, tomorrow, before we leave you guys, tomorrow we will have Jason Slagle, a retired police officer, a friend of mine. He will be on tomorrow, possibly CD, maybe Slig will show up at some point. We're gonna have Alexa. She's a former profiler and handwriting expert. She will be on. And other than that, we're just going to YOLO it as always. We have some great friends that, want to join us because they miss us and they think that we're fun sometimes. But anyways, tomorrow's going to be a great day. It doesn't matter whose channel you end up on. Either way, it's going to be a great day. Zero expectations. And anything that you get more is just a bonus factor. We're going to have our Halloween live, which is probably going to be at 7 p.m. No, sorry, let me say that properly. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the Halloween event, Libby's favorite holiday. What are you reading? What is he saying?
I'm reading all of the things people are posting. Steffa says Adam will be Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Deb will be a stripper. Sonny will be a yoga teacher.
Yoga? My fat ass couldn't be a yoga teacher if I tried.
Kristen said I was going to be a bag lady.
Sonny, your class would be called Namaste Bitches.
Yeah.
Mike said I was going to be I Dream of Jeannie. I could do that.
Oh, witchcraft.
I'm going to be
Gosh, I wish I'll do that and make you disappear.
I'm going to be a tampon. I'm going to be a moody bitch. Moody witch.
Deb, either way, you be making those 20s disappear.
Hold on. Look at the string.
Sonny,
oh, yeah, the Brady Bunch.
Okay,
that would be fun, the Brady Bunch.
Fair enough. Me and Captain, me and Captain Howdy, we're going to do this. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. Yeah.
And
No.
would I pick Hitman because he doesn't have a heart?
Lisa said you're going to be two people, Adam. First you're going to be Greeno, and then you're going to be Gray.
Yeah. You got to be cool like Jagger.
This is Halloween, not my manifestation board. My board.
Oh, hold on. Sunny is Batgirl. That was Bad Girl. When I have the bat thing on, it's really that it's bad girl.
Jumpin' Jack Flash. That's probably the longest Lewis has ever been silent in his life.
He's a mime. He's a mime for Halloween.
He's a new one.
It's gonna be that's a perfect. There you go, Lewis. Can you imagine being a mime? That's like me being a mime. That's not gonna happen. I would never win that contest. If anyone ever wants to win $1, just bet me to be a mime. That's not gonna happen. Just saying. Never.
You guys want to know what it'd be like for Sunny to be a mime?
I vote she has to do it.
You want to picture Sunny as a mime?
She has to.
Yeah.
See, look, she's a mime. Look, she's a mime. Wait, okay. Oh, sorry. I muted her.
Yeah. You know, I'm a badass bitch and
I'm gonna get so much payback.
Hold on. No, I was gonna say nicely, I was a badass bitch in a fake ass world. That's what I am. This is pretty fake right here, but I'm pretty sure it's fitting. Don't you guys agree? A little bit of devil in me with the angel.
I just want to say that, you know, I know we're been goofing around here for the last 15 minutes or so, but it just kind of feels good to do it. You know, we've had this serious subject for a long time, and we always try to end on a lighter note because people have to go to bed after this and sleep. And it's nice just to do that. It's nice to leave such a deep, sad, serious thing that happened and leave it with some laughter. And that's what we want to do.
But Sunny, she doesn't hang out with us much, does she?
She knows that I dig that color of hair.
Put your Batman thing. Did you see the picture I sent you in chat, Sunny?
Nope, not at all. Which one?
I have a matching picture to you.
Do you?
Oh.
In our chat?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see this.
Oh my God, Adam. You do have that.
He does.
Oh, hold on, people.
That was 3 years ago.
Oh.
30 years ago, did you say?
Let's
when I was
see here.
11. No, 10.
Oh, go for it. Do I have that thing up still? No. Share screen. You guys, let's see here.
Oh, excuse me.
1 second, Adam. I'll get it. Don't worry. I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
That's what they, never mind.
So, tell me. Let me hold on. Do you guys twinsies?
Twinsies. You guys look just exactly alike.
You should take a screenshot and then you can put us side by side and we can be crime fighting duo.
Yeah, I'll have a time of 2 hours and 9 seconds in my face. Hold on, switching out Deb. Okay, 1 second. Should I smile or should I be evil? Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah, apparently the pout is not a new look for me.
There we go. I still prefer the ones where you're passed out at the bar. Those are still my favorite all-time pictures, to be honest with you.
I was not passed out. I was doing a dance.
Yeah.
Those moves like
you were
Jagger.
doing a dance.
Yeah, do you want me to stop that?
Mike Esri said I could be Robin. Why can't I be Batman?
We can be anything we want.
Right?
So
I have a dark past.
Melissa says, whoa, 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 Adam.
All I know is I'm going to have fun with my freaking snap cam. I'm going to be everything. I'm going to be everything.
Adam West.
Yeah.
Anna says, holy bat gloss.
But yeah, you guys, let's see here. Don't forget, 9 a.m. is when we're going to go live personally. And if anybody tries to go live at 9 a.m., we're going to go at 8:59. Okay? Just test me.
I'll see y'all around in 47.
No, okay. Yeah, 47, Adam. We all know that, Adam, you're always late to the ball. You'll be late for, everything pretty much. Adam is not good with time.
No,
No,
he should
no,
be the
he's
Mad
not.
Hatter.
He's not.
Late for a very important date.
Yeah. So you know what, YOLO guys, if we see you tomorrow here, we'll see you tomorrow here. If we don't, we don't. Either which way, we'll all be kind of just, anxious to what tomorrow's gonna be said. I don't think it's gonna be a lot. I think it's gonna be a few words from the Ali in a sense, a little bit, and then the rest is gonna be from the family. I don't think we're gonna walk away from it going, whoa, or like there's a whole bunch of it. Not gonna happen.
You drop your phone numbers into the chat. We'll call you individually to wake you up for the morning.
I just like this name.
But who's going to call you?
Lisa, if you wanted, I'll start with you, Lisa.
Yeah.
10 hours till the presser. Right.
Okay. I got thumbnails to make, guys, myself, and I have things to do, people to see, places to go, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Going.
Thank you for, go ahead.
I could keep going, but it's fine.
You know what? I could, Adam. If I didn't have so much shit, and you see, this is the problem, people, okay? I have to actually get up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to make it to not, that's 8 o'clock in the morning. So maybe 5:30.
Sonny,
okay.
10 hours from now is the press conference. That would still not match our longest live.
13 hours.
No.
13 hours. And your parents must have been rolling in their grave. Well, they're not in the graves, but you know what I'm saying. They must have been going like, son, holy shit, no one wants to listen to you for that long. And people did. People did.
No, here's what they were saying. Remember when he used to talk like that when we go on trips in the car and how we just could plug our ears up?
No, there's more of a wallflower.
Yeah, I didn't say much as a child. That's why I'm letting it out.
A quiet little thing.
Sounds like me. Adam, don't you agree? It's
cancer. I was all emo. I had my headphones on. I was just all emo. Like, don't look at me. I'm going to just want to get out of this car and sneak away and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Anyways, Copper Horse, Metal Mama, Michelle, thank you for those memberships that you gifted earlier. Lisa, thank you for the $1 million donation that we still haven't received yet. Still waiting on that, to be honest with you. And one more. If you do want to follow us on Twitter, well, it's my Twitter or Adam's, to be honest. I'm going to have to add Dubs at some point here. Instagram or our Facebook page called It's a Crime and Shame. Feel free. If not, feel free not to. We just appreciate the fact that you guys were here with us tonight. Take care. All the best. Have a great night.
Lewis, thank you.
We love you.
Lewis,
we love you so much.
Yeah, Lewis, thank you. And support with Steffa. I'm glad to hear about your daughter. Hopefully everything's fine. Prayers out to you. Kristen behind the crime door, thank you again for our bracelets. Copper Horse, it was nice being in baptism with you. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good morning.